Hello, everybody. Anyone that may be participating in the stream, I would just like to say thank you for coming along. It's always nice to have these fun little moments and whatnot. You know, just. Uh, but yeah, I needed to do this because, well, Batwoman, as a good number of people would know, is a very, very bad show that I have to contend with whenever I'm reviewing it. This is no different. But since, luck would have it and I have the place to myself, I figured why not? I could jump in, do a little bit of a stream, talk about the what I just walked in on with this latest riveting episode of Batwoman. And I understand currently, no one's around at the moment, but which is fine, it's spur of the moment thing I'm doing, so it's like obviously I can't get everybody around here. But we'll just carry this on like I'm doing a video. So, Batwoman, we are on a third season, the 5th episode. And this episode was definitely a very trying and testing thing for me. Like, just, oh, God. Because I'm not even in 2 minutes, and already I needed a drink. Like, because we get freaking, they go, oh, Alice, the serial killer, she's all shacked up as a roommate to Sophie because work release program thing. That's the rule. She's got to be with Sophie instead of, like, I don't know, put her in with Ryan. I don't know, put her in a prison cell. I don't know. But yeah, we get to have all this quirkiness. Yay! I already hated every facet of this already. We continue this on. They hear a noise, they're all like, oh God, we're babbling over, you didn't put your name on the bottle or some crap. And fucking Ryan here is just fucking lurking outside when she could have just called them. It's like okay, if you need to get Alice to do your stupid goddamn find the MacGuffin trophy bullshit you've been doing all season, why didn't you just call her? Call Sophie. You know both of them. This doesn't make much sense. Even Batman contacts people he's gonna go interact with. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Especially when you've known these people for at least a year. So you've known them for a significant amount of time. So you're not gonna just call them. It make no sense. And we haven't even gotten through yet. But yeah, we keep going that. They're all like, oh, I need you to do case for me because you're my lunatic lady. And look at her fucking bottle. That expression is just me whenever it's like, hey, you gotta look at Batwoman again. It's like, fuck. But yes, so we're on the case, and we have a man who got killed, died off screen. Don't know what killed him. Apparently, I don't know. He's tied up with a whip, which is just like they start discuss Batwoman and Alice. They start talking, about the whole thing, making a few weird jokes here or there. They start talking about Catwoman because they are under the belief that the person that killed this person used Catwoman's whip, and they start talking about her and Batman, how supposedly Catwoman stole Batman's nanotech, put it in her whip, making it nigh indestructible, which doesn't make a fucking ounce of sense and doesn't work at all. Because I'm sorry, Batman has cool toys, but it's not like he's fucking Black Panther with Wakanda shit or Tony Stark. It's like, yeah, they're just very advanced tools. It's not like they're infallible. So of course, suddenly the bat suit's like made of vibranium, and Catwoman's whip is suddenly so good, and they have the gall to mention the how they talk about how Batman and Catwoman kind of were a thing, and Alice even brings up is like, oh, I thought I didn't know, I thought heroes weren't allowed to do that kind of thing, and it was like, I knew exactly what they were referencing. They were referencing the damn Harley Quinn thing because of how Warner Brothers said that freaking Catwoman could not be eaten out by Batman, because that's not what real heroes do. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't get to have that. You don't earn that. You're not allowed that right. Go to hell, Batwoman. You don't get that. You don't get that one. You're not allowed to. So they have that going. Alice is all like, I want a vacation. I don't want to actually work because I'm a lazy bitch, basically. And she's just like, I don't like, this is not Catwoman's whip because it doesn't make sense. Blah 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 blah. Well, I don't care. Fly to Montoya. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, no. And Ryan just wants to pass off. Oh, that's a funky little screenshot there. But Ryan's just like, I don't care about you because you're not the important plot of the episode today. The important plot of the episode is I got to talk to my mother. Cue title intro. We've got Ryan coming in. Yeah, go talk because she's now the CEO of Wayne Enterprises. That happened the last 2 episodes because now, even though it would not even make no sense, and you'd have people asking like, "Hey, why is a person who was homeless and a convicted felon on drug possession? Why is she suddenly the CEO of one of the biggest companies in the city?" No one's gonna ask about that. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So she's talking about it. She keeps referencing it. It's like, oh, it's my company. It's not your company, Ryan. You got handed that company because they didn't want, because they got rid of Kate. They didn't need her. So it's like you're now the person. Even though it would have made more sense if it was for Luke. But yeah, just, But yeah, she and Luke are talking. And then fucking Mary comes in dressed like, what the fuck she dressed up like? She's just, I don't know what it is with her. Every time she shows up, she's always dressed up in some weird, funky thing. Every episode, like, can I just get the fucking thing right? I don't know. You saw it. Yeah, it was right. Fucking. Yeah. Like, she's just like, what the fuck is this thing? She's just, I don't know what it is. It's just with this character. She's in a different outfit. Like every episode, different wacky outfits. Like someone hit the randomizer on a fucking character creation screen. I don't get it. Her hair is always whacked out in some different format. She's always in some funky ass clothing. Like there's no consistency with her in terms of clothing. Like everybody else is fairly consistent. Ryan is definitely consistent. I mean, like, sure, she'll change her hair every now and then, but it's like, it's been a fairly consistent basis for her. But with Mary, it's like, I'll just wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. But yeah, they're talking about, Jada Jet, how Ryan's mother, who's like holding this supposed threat over them, threatening to like reveal dirty secrets of shit, and they're afraid that she might reveal stuff about the Batwoman thing and they want to find an equal amount of leverage against her, so that way they don't have to worry about it. Which is like, okay, makes sense. I can understand that. Fine, it works. And Jada has invited, Ryan to dinner. And that's what they're kind of talking about for the most part. Mary is just drinking water like a motherfucker because of reasons, tisms. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, they're kind of talking. Oh, we have the right. Ryan is gonna go to the dinner. She's gonna bring Sophie along as her backup / date. Her and Alice talk about it. Even mentions like, oh, you have a push-up bra on. It must be a date. So it's like, and all I was like, oh yeah, she is wearing a push-up bra. Yes, I'm a degenerate. I'll admit it. But yeah, that went along. They're babbling. Blah blah blah. Alice gets a call from Montoya to go to fucking work, bitch. Meanwhile, we go to Jada's house. They're waiting down there. They're talking. Blah 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 blah. It's horse shit. I thought this guy, this butler man in the background was evil because every episode of Batwoman is always it's taught me that usually the white man is usually the bad guy in some way or capacity. But no, I was wrong. It was this white guy because he was wearing the pig outfit. Yeah, Professor Pig. So if any of you who played Arkham Knight and a crazy deranged serial killer, what's this guy? It's a chef that used to work for the Jada Jet. He got fired, and now he wants to take revenge on her, and he just makes a lot of bad, like, cooking puns and jokes. Like I feel like Caroline or whoever was writing it just was binging Hannibal on their Netflix or something, and just thought fuck it, I'll just turn Pig into wannabe Hannibal Lecter. Just like oh, piggy, if it wasn't symbolism enough. Meanwhile, we have awkward shipping, like they have to make some cover. It's like, oh, this is your girlfriend? How'd you two meet? And they all stumble over each other's words and shit. And it's like, we met here, blah, 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 blah. Fucking boring, as usual. I'm trying to make this very entertaining for anybody who's going to watch this shit show. But yeah, we're going to skip just a little bit. This goes on for a prolonged period. Then, oh yeah, Ryan's brother shows up out of the blue. Like, it was never meant to happen. He just shows up. He's got like his girlfriend with him. They're all like, "Hey, what the fuck? What's up? What's with this secret dinner? Like, what's going on?" Ryan. No, not Ryan. Sophie. I get the characters mixed up sometimes. Sophie's gonna go off, try to put a bug in Jada Jet's office to try to do some dirt. Yada yada yada. It just goes on a little bit. They're trying to find a secret. It's not really finding anything. Suddenly the feed to the back computer gets cut off. Like, Luke can't call Sophie or Ryan, so something's starting to happen. Meanwhile, Ryan and it's Marquis. I think it is Marcus. I don't pay attention enough to give a fuck. But yeah, they're arguing, going like, "Hey, what the hell? I thought we were a team. We were doing some secret shit to like take on our mom, because that was a plot line that's set up." But fast forward a little bit. Oh right, we get to we get to Alice talking to Montoya about the bullwhip. They're thinking, she's telling them, "Yeah, this doesn't look like Catwoman doing this, and then starts mentioning like a number of different characters like Talia al Ghul and all that, and I'm just wondering how the fuck would you even know who Talia al Ghul is, and how the fuck would you not like know anything about her? I'm sorry, but you were a bad guy in Gotham for maybe like 1 year ish, a year and a half ish. You were really not doing anything worth a fuck. I mean, the most you did was make Tommy Elliott look like Hush, and that was it. And that plan went to shit because Ruby Rose left, and you had to like come up with a dumb fucking plan. But yeah, they're talking, and then does it happen in this scene? They're talking. Oh yeah, Alice is. Jesus Christ, that's a horrible expression. Yeah, Alice looks through the files. She discovers there's like one slight weird thing with one of them, how it's got more details in that one compared to the other ones, and she starts working the gears in her head and discovers that there's that Montoya seems to have a very vested interest in this person, which happens to be Poison Ivy. Why, you may ask? Well, we don't get that right here. We get more of the dinner scene with awkwardness because the Marcus's girlfriend here is apparently writing a dissertation on family things, so I guess she's trying to be a shrink, and she immediately opens up with like saying like, "Oh yeah, you're all having family problems and all this," and it's like, that's don't I wouldn't say that to someone's family like that. It's like, you don't say that. It's like, this is your sister and you're having coping problems and blah 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 blah. It's like, no, I don't do that. That's just fucking rude. But yeah, beyond that, it's like the family drama. It's so boring. It's like a telenovela, but without the constant slapping or like sudden cheating. I mean, Jesus Christ. Young and the Restless had something more fun with this when people were wondering, is the stepfather going to fuck the stepdaughter, or some shit like that. Like, it just nothing happens. It's so boring until like let's see, fast forward, nothing much. Oh right, the girlfriend walks off. She's not feeling too great. It turns out she's drugged. She's starting to feel the effects. She's like, oh no, Pig. And then Pig just shows up. He's just like, I'm gonna hack the fuck out of you, and just goes chop 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 chop. But yeah, and no one hears this. No one hears the fucking screaming or the sound of the very loud cleaver getting buried into her fucking neck as he's just going chop 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 chop. Ow, my hand. No, we're not getting any of that? Okay. I mean, then again, he was laughing like a madman earlier, and no one seemed to like ask him, go, yo, what the fuck you doing, dude? No, we're not doing that? Okay. Anywho, after that, oh, right, the family drama. God, this fucking expression. Ugh. Marcus is just trying to act like a pompous prick, I guess. I don't fucking know. Family drama, family drama, family drama. Then suddenly, oh no, we were all drugged with the paralytic, and it's slowly fucking our day up. Pig shows up. He talks about his motivations for this. He's like, oh yeah, I used to be a chef at your office building, and then you fired me, and because I lost my job, I lost my family, I got divorced, I've lost everything because of you, bitch. So I'm going to take everything from you, and he's the reason why Marcus shows up, so it's like it's all a ploy to get them together so he could eye for an eye kind of thing. He's like, you, because of you, I lost my family, so I'm going to do the same thing to you. Typical crap, all that going on. They're talking, blah, 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 blah. Then I think, what happens? Oh, yeah. Ryan stabs him in the leg with one of the knives, and they all kind of hobble away a bit. to a panic room, but then they realize that they've got a limited amount of time because the paralytic is slowly going to kill them, and they need to get some adrenaline and whatnot. But the problem is, the only kind of adrenaline they have would be EpiPens, and they're located in the basement of the house. So they have to come up with a plan to get down there, go get it. All right. Meanwhile, Alice and Montoya are talking. They're speaking about Poison Ivy and Montoya. They're kind of giving them a little bit of the backstory on Poison Ivy, telling how Poison Ivy was working with another scientist who was in botany with her, a man, of course, and how this guy subjected her to a bunch of horrendous experiments and turned her into something else. She became a Poison Ivy, yada yada. Does the whole want to save the Earth type thing, and Montoya's just trying to figure out where the fuck is she, and Alice gets the idea that the only reason Montoya wants Alice and Batwoman to help her to do this whole case shenanigan thing is just so that they could get to Poison Ivy. That's just it. That's the real ploy of it, But yeah, and then they talk about where she could be because clearly she's not at Arkham because Alice says I would have known because I was there, and they even say, well, Batman doesn't kill, and it's really, then what were you doing? What did you say? What was it with that first fucking season when Kate Kane killed somebody and then Luke said, why do you think no one's seen the Joker in 5 years? It's not because he's in Arkham, implying that Batman killed the Joker. So we're going to go under the assumption, so we're retconning that now? Because you got flack for it, I guess? Something's happening, I guess. I don't know, but fuck continuity, right? Fuck continuity. It's Batwoman. Continuity's for sissies. But yeah, we have they talk about this whole bit. I guess I'm not sure if this is where they're going with it. With Montoya and Poison Ivy used to be a thing or not. Who knows? Who fucking cares, right? But yeah, this goes on for a little bit. Alice is just talking about stuff. I don't fucking care. This episode was pretty fucking boring. Oh yeah, she's hallucinating shit, but I don't care because it's a plot line I don't give a fuck about. All right, this is where they're realizing, yeah, we got to go down to the basement to get EpiPens. We got Pig running around. Ryan is running in there to go get it. They're having a fight. Yada yada. Stop. Sophie's cussing out Jada because of the prior episode. Her sister almost got killed because of Jada. Jada's like, I'm not the monster. Clearly, because this is Batwoman and none of the women could ever be that bad. Really, we only had one or two evil women that were really bad, But yeah, this goes on for a minute, It's give me the sob story, blah, 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 blah. Skipping over to Ryan while she's trying to get the EpiPen. All right, she's approaching this fucking shelf, right? And she's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, because it's on the top shelf, because God forbid you have to reach something for the top shelf. And, instead of maybe trying to jump and grab it, she's like, I'm gonna climb up at it. And let's see if I could just do this right. Can I do this right? She kind of tries to climb up it, and then the shelf just fucking falls right on her, like a dumbass. And she's pinned, she can't reach it. Pig shows up, and it's instead of killing her, he just drags her over to the bed to lure Jada and the others out. Meanwhile, at the hospital, where Mary also does autopsies because, while also used to running a former underground illegal abortion clinic type hospital, now she does doctor stuff and now does autopsies for the police. She can do everything, they can do everything because we don't care. we're talking about it. Alice and fucking Mary. Jesus Christ, Mary. What the fuck is with this? The hair. It's always the hair. But yeah, they're arguing a little bit. Alice wants help because hallucinations. But Mary just turns it on to her. It's like, well, maybe, bitch. Maybe it's because you're a very delusional psycho and you're dealing with the repercussions of your actions. It's like, yeah, you may have been held captive for 11 years of your life, but that doesn't mean you're exempt from doing all these horrible, fucked up things you did afterwards. But yeah, this goes on for a smidgen. Oh yeah, and it's like Alice finds out about the whole bit where Mary got attacked by poison ivy in the park and sees the little vine. So she goes and takes it. Meanwhile, fucking Jada is dealing with Pig, who's gonna lure her out with bait. Sophie's like, "You bitch, get out there and save my love interest." You have this going on. Then they inject themselves with the EpiPens because it's got the adrenaline in it to counteract the paralytic, and they all get the fighting. And the fighting is just not that great. Then Marcus just shows up with a fucking ice pick or screwdriver or something. Shows up with something, and then he just starts stabbing the ever-loving shit out of Pig and just murders this man. Well, they all watch, and it's like, you maybe just stop him. It's like he was already down. You could have stopped him. No, okay. Meanwhile, Alice shows up to Montoya. Is like, hey, I got a piece of this vine that's for poison ivy, and Montoya's like, oh, that looks half dead, and that doesn't look right. That's a bad thing. Because why? Because apparently poison ivy does body snatching now. I guess they're gonna do some like weird invasion of the body snappers thing. So who knows what the fuck they're doing? I guess I don't know. But yeah, that's the case. Then shipping nonsense, yay! No, who fucking cares? Oh yeah, we get fucking Ryan and Jada start talking. And Jada's like, oh, look, the truth is all the stuff that happened last episode, I didn't really know what they were doing. I didn't know they were doing illegal experiments to get the thing I needed them to get me. I had a good reason for all of this. It's because it's for my son, and turns out that when Marcus was a wee little boy, he was on a school bus, and it got stopped by the Joker. And the Joker got in there, and he used his joy buzzer, that one that electrocutes the ever loving fuck out of you. He puts his joy buzzer to this kid's head. It just shocks the ever loving shit out of him. And apparently, this made him a bit crazy. It made him fucking Looney Tunes, like a pure sociopath. Apparently, I don't think that's how that works. I'll be real honest with you there. So, like, I just don't see how that works. And Jada is like talking about this, like going like, yeah, this is the reason I wanted to get the freeze stuff. So I wanted to put him in stasis so I could find a way to cure him because I haven't been able to figure out a way. And it's gotten so bad that he even killed his father when he was like barely 12 because he's a psychopath. And it's like, the only reason I've been threatening you is because I don't want you near him because he's such a crazy man. And it fucking ends. Can I get the frame? So it's like we're explaining this a bit along the way. And like Marcus is like looking at himself in the mirror. He looks all funked up and shit. And then they ended off with the bit of, oh yeah, come on, can I get this? Yeah, he does like a fucking, oh, come on. Yeah, nope. Nope. Yep, he does like a reverse Joker fucking grin thing where now it's just a sad face thing. It's like, oh god. They're gonna make him. They're gonna make this is our Black Joker. I guess is that what we're doing? Black Joker. I is he gonna like dye his hair? Nah, who fucking knows? But it's just like, what are we even doing? It's like, nah, who cares about this? Let's make up our own shitty characters and just use this. I don't know. It makes no sense. Batwoman makes no sense. It's all bullshit. It's all pain. I just, I don't know, guys. I just needed to talk about this in a sense, real quick. And I figured a stream format would work. I know it's very out of left field because of the timing and all that, but it was just like I have to vent and just recap this entire shit show of an episode to a shit show of a show. Oh man, how fast can you say that? But yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this. The only guarantee you could ever have with Batwoman is just how bad is it gonna be? It's gonna be bad, but how bad? You know, that's just the game. You know, you're just like it's like spinning the wheel of torture. It's like you're gonna get hurt. The question is just like, is it gonna be like you stub your foot on the table, or are you gonna get kicked in the balls by a donkey? What are we working with here? You know, I just fuck. I just don't know what we're really what we're doing with this anymore. I mean, CW they're just the shows are just terrible now. You know, Arrow used to be good, and then it just fucked up right around season 3, and it barely hanged on until the end. Flash had a good first, I'd say 3 seasons, but a lot of people would say season 2 was the best, and then after that, it just kind of got funky. Supergirl was good for, I guess, 3 seasons was all right until season 4 that they fucked the bed. Legends, I think it worked for a minute, but then it just got too repetitive. Black Lightning, I don't know. In my opinion, I thought it was all right. I'm not sure what the general consensus was on Black Lightning, if I will be completely honest. Uh, but Batwoman just I don't even know what we're doing. It sucks because it's like this is Batman related. It's near and dear to my heart because it's like Batman, Spider-Man. Those were the two guys I grew up with as kids. Those are like the core, characters in their worlds that I've inhabited and learned of as a kid. So just to see this, just like this is what we're getting. This is what we're getting. Because the Joker shocked this kid's brain with a fucking joy buzzer, and instead of somehow killing him, he just now is a sociopath who's gonna be our pseudo Joker. Because why not? I guess they wanted to do something with the Joker, but clearly Warner Brothers didn't want them to do it. I guess maybe not. I don't fucking know. Who knows? Who knows? I'm done. But yeah, thank you for coming by. I know no one did, but hey, eh, maybe the replay of the video will be fine enough for people. So that was my fun ranting and raving. I'll see you when I see you guys whenever I do the full season 3 review. Goodbye, guys. Let's see. I need to figure out how to fix this.